Hey guys, this is Mike. It is day 114 of the Keybone Project, and today's been a solid day. This morning, trying to get motivated to get up and do my workout, had a terrible time. I mean, I sat in bed, probably wrestled with it for about 30 minutes. About, man, maybe I could just do it tonight. Maybe I can even go at lunch, which I knew I would never do. I'd never forsake lunch for a workout unless it was an emergency. And so I knew that wasn't going to happen. And then I just started thinking about what it was going to be like when I got off of work today and would have to go home, grab some supper, go do the workout, miss out on some time with my kids or my wife or both. And I was like, I just got to go. I remembered what I told you guys yesterday. I've just got to get to the gym. Once I, get my gym clothes on, get to the gym, it'll change. And it's exactly what happened. Got dressed, pushed myself out the door, got in the gym, and boom, there it goes. Knocked out about 35, 36 minutes on the elliptical, got in my 5K. And then today is leg day. And so knocked out the workout on my legs and finished up the workout. It was a solid day. Had a good breakfast, rocked out some Starbucks oatmeal and all the stuff that goes in that. And then for lunch, went to Payway, had the brown rice. And then the healthy option at Payway is to go with like a Kung Pao chicken, but do a steamed chicken instead of frying it up in that wok. Apparently frying up in the wok, those few calories on that. So anyway, made some good food choices today. And know I'm going to have a healthy supper when I get home because that's how Jen rolls. And so we're going to be just great. So food's great today. Exercise, great today. I've been pouring down water and making sure that I'm properly hydrated. And tonight, I'll get plenty of rest because I don't have to do a late night workout. So pretty awesome. But before I go, I want to be able to just share with you. I don't feel like maybe I've done this at all since we've started, or maybe I did this at the beginning, but I want you to make sure as you're watching this project unfold and you're seeing what God's doing in my life and you're seeing God conquer this addiction to food and to subdue this sin nature, I want to be very clear. All of this would not be possible without my personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I mean, you got to understand where I come from. I come from a home full of alcohol, drug addiction, and just messed up stuff. And every statistic in the book says because my dad was never in my life, because of the situation that I grew up in, the alcohol, the drugs, all that, every statistic says I shouldn't have a shot. And I shouldn't be a faithful husband, that I shouldn't be a dad, and that I should have all kinds of things working against me right now. But the truth is that God intervened in my life. And today I'm 43 years old. I've never had a drink of alcohol in my life. I've never had an illegal drug ever. And the best thing about it is that as God protected me from those things, he brought people into my life to show me the unconditional love of Jesus. And so on November 1st, 1990, all that unconditional love, everything that God did to protect me, culminated in that one moment where I asked Jesus Christ into my heart as Lord and Savior. And I surrendered my life to him. And listen, it was as simple as saying to him, Lord, I know I've messed up. I know I've done wrong things. But I believe with all my heart that Jesus lived, that he died, and that he rose again. And I believe it so much, I want to live the rest of my life showing that I believe it. And so I prayed a prayer very similar to that, asked Jesus to come into my heart to save me. And my life has been absolutely different ever since. I knew that God had a plan for my life. I knew that there was a purpose in my life, and I knew there wasn't anything that he couldn't overcome in my life. And here's where we're at now. Most everything was conquered. But this addiction to food, I didn't realize what it was. I didn't realize the effects of it. But God broke that just over 123 days ago. And that's what started this journey. I realized that there was this one area of my life that I hadn't surrendered to God. And it was time to do that. And so because of that surrender, he has provided the power. And here we are, 35 pounds later, several pant sizes later. And the most important thing and the best thing is that I hear God's voice louder than I've ever heard it, more clear than I've ever heard it. Pretty awesome. And so if you don't know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, then you're relying on your willpower. You're relying on your own strength. And you know better than I do that doesn't last. That doesn't sustain. You need help. and that help comes from the Lord. If you have questions about that, feel free to email me at mike@chbcok.com, and or you can send me a message on Facebook. Would love to answer any questions about that. Would love to hear if you give your heart and life to the Lord. Well, that's day 114, and I am out like the fat kid in dodgeball, if you know what I mean. Peace.